disappear. Disappear. That's the first thing you need to do if you want to change your life. Sit with yourself. Write down your goals. What's your goal for the next month, what next 12 months, 5 years? And then disappear. No one has ever seen someone become successful. No one. Usually they disappear for a while and they show back up and they're like, oh my God, how did you do it? What did you do? What's the first thing you did? Tell me your secret. Guys, disappear. Your environment, disappear. Your environment could be toxic. Remember, you're in an environment, your ears are hearing toxic, negative feedback from people. And that's a gateway to your mind and to your soul. You have to disappear. Click all that off. Change your environment. Disappearing is the first rule to reset. So if you want to reset your life, you want to change the way you're living, you want to change something, reset. And the best way to do it is if you disappear. Now, no one is watching. It's just you, all you. And you have to remember, you don't want to let yourself down. You are the most important thing. You are more important than anyone else. Imagine someone calls you and they say, hey, let's grab a cup of coffee at 7 o'clock in the morning. And you show up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Or you don't show up. He doesn't show up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then you go back to the next day, like, let's meet up again at 7 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't show up again at 7 o'clock in the morning. How many times are you going to actually show up for 7 o'clock in the morning? None, right? You're the same way. If you make a promise to yourself, show up, right? Now, if you start making promises yourself, you start setting goals that you're not hitting, you're letting yourself down, which is far worse than not showing up or someone else not showing up to your coffee meet. Don't let yourself down. But the first rule, number one rule to reset is to disappear off the map.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Dominion Television. My name is Zadok and I'm your host on Unspoken, the podcast. And today we'll be talking on a very lovely topic. It's called reset, restart, and refocus. You know, it gets to a point in life where you have to evaluate your life choices because you cannot keep doing the same thing over and over again and intend to achieve a different result. Now, in order to be successful at what you do, be it in life, be it in relationship, be it in business, time after time you have to do a check. What have I done right? What have I done wrong? What do we need to do differently? How can we better achieve results? Now, what are the processes we need to optimize? Well, you know me as usual, I don't come alone, I come with my crew, and they're here to add value to you. Now I'll let them do that.
For bringing me to the show again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I wouldn't know which of the names you want me to mention, but my basic name is Dayo Adenuga.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, and I talk. I do music, and I dance.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
I think I'm going to enroll in the school of dancing.
You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be back here. My name is Tejiri Tialubi, and it's been a wonderful time on this program, and I'm looking forward to another wonderful discussion here today.
Thank you for coming here. So, yeah, well, the beginning of the year, you know, around this part of the world, once it's the beginning of the year, you know, there's always this buzz about, oh, I want to achieve this, I want to set this goal, I want to, you know, there are things I've laid down, there are plans I've laid down, this has to be achieved now. But for me, I just think people approach these things wrongly because I feel life itself is continuous, it's a continuum, right? And whatever we've set now, how have we even achieved what we've set? Have we been able to look back, reflect on the things these could be done better? How can I better achieve it? But in this part of the world, I see most times we kind of project our failures on everyone else apart from us. So to you, what would reset, restart, and refocus mean?
Reset, restart, refocus. Wow. From where you came from, I've come to understand that from this side of the world, a lot of people find it hard to accept failure. That's number one. They find it hard to accept that they didn't do it well. Instead of accepting that they didn't do it well and they need to restart again, re-strategize, and bring in a good mindset to focusing in, they get dejected. Some commit suicide. Some feel, I can't go that line again. I need to change, do another business. Meanwhile, there's nothing wrong with that business. It's all about looking at where I'm coming from. Where have I gotten to? Have I been, what I have right now, is it able to do what I've projected for that moment? If it's not enough to take me to where I'm going to, I need to realize what I'm carrying now. Is it enough for January? Is it enough for February? All right? So I need to know the quantity of what I have. That is where you need to unlearn and learn on a daily basis. Even if it's in relationship, if it's in business, you need to always reapproach what you have to be able to go. Until when people have that at the back of their mind, they would not understand that they need to reset to start again to focus, or to start to reset to focus, whichever you want to put it.
Okay, going from that video we just watched, right? Now, when it comes to saying, "Oh, take yourself out of a toxic environment," avoid listening to toxic talk. Now, could that be misconstrued in a certain way, where maybe you're not doing too well, and for people who care about you, they tell you, "Oh, D1, how far? I think you have shortcomings in this particular area."
Now, there's this thing that Yorubas will say, "Etinu." You listen with your inner ear, not just outside. So when somebody is talking to you, don't just listen anyhow. Digest it. The person is actually telling you something. Don't take it as if the person is putting you down. People take critique as they are condemning them, that they are condemning them. A lot of Nigerians, when you critique them, they see it as if you are condemning them. And that's where a lot of people fail. When I critique you, that means I'm pointing your attention to the things you are doing wrong, or things that you're not doing right, or things that you're not doing enough, which I expect you to sit back and look into it and know how to redirect, reposition, and fire again. But instead, I get angry. I don't accept it. I see you as my enemy. I see you as not wanting me to move forward.
Well, then I think you're projecting your failures to them. Maybe that's your own thought. It's not their thought. All the thoughts that they have, and the thoughts of God that God has for them, is of good and not of evil.
That is the problem that we have. We feel we know, yet we don't know. Okay. We feel we are there, but we're not there. It happens in relationship. It happens. You get to a new place to work. Yes, you are coming with a backload of ideas. Now, this place that you're going to work, that place was established with certain ideas. Now, for you to move forward in that place, you need to first of all drop what you know. Imbibe what they have there. Understand the way they are working. That's why churches nowadays, if you're a new member, they want you to sink into their system, their doctrine. So they call it foundation school. To understand what they are preaching, what their doctrine is, what their system is. Every church system is not the same. So when you get to a new place of work, you need to understand their doctrine, understand their system. Don't just come with your own mindset that I know it. So by the time you come with that mindset, I don't want to accept what is there, you would not move forward in that place. You will always be coming at loggerheads with people, always fighting. You will always be arguing.
They might just be haters.
That's what they say, but they're not haters. They want the best for you.
All right, TJ, your thoughts?
I agree, but I would have to add that it is very important that when we want to reset, we agree that we take some steps back, evaluate what has gone ahead. You not only look out for what went wrong, you also look out for what you got right, to be able to repeat, that pattern, who doesn't like success, we also want to, repeat it. So make sure you acknowledge that. Also acknowledge aspects where you've gone wrong. I would like to react to that video where I said you should disappear. That's almost pushing people into isolation, which is very bad. It's like a recipe for disaster. You are going through a tough time and you want to isolate, you want to self-isolate. No one is an island. That's where you begin to hear voices speaking to you. All you know is suicidal thoughts begin to come up. So, and that is one of the things we're talking about here on this podcast, that we don't expect people to buy into the idea of toxic masculinity, that when you're going through issues as a man, you don't talk to people about it, you don't you don't seek help, you don't seek counsel. So please, by all means, if you are resetting, do that, but don't isolate. You can change your environment. Okay, and that will lead me back to what he talked about, criticism. I do agree. Coincidentally, I made a post about it on my WhatsApp status that Nigerians don't know. I'm an Arsenal fan, and yesterday we whooped Chelsea.
Okay.
So someone is a Chelsea fan here, but he's not talking. I don't know, maybe something. The only thing is that while the match was going on, I was just on a blog. As a matter of principle, I do not watch Arsenal live matches. I also do not watch Nigerian live matches because I don't want somebody to give me BP or high blood pressure, So I just wait till the end of the match and then I go to find out what happened. And if it's a win, I go back to watch the match. Okay, where am I going to? While I was just on the internet yesterday while the match was going on, a blog posted, what do we do to this referee? And in the comment section, Mina, give us in page, give us in page. They were hungry already. The match had not ended. Guys, why can't you let us go back to the table? What happened to the match? Was it our boys? Let's review what happened. Why must you transfer, aggression? And it's a general, it might not be for everybody, but it's a general thing. You discover that Nigerians, especially the men, they tend not to be able to take accountability for actions or pain, hurt, disappointment. And so they try to lash out, transfer aggression. It happens also with the women. So, so they want to lash out.
Thank you for coming back to say that.
So they want to lash out, and then transfer aggression. They don't want to be accountable. And in such situations, they don't take criticism. That's where I'm coming back to,
Okay.
And one of the reasons why they don't take criticism is because, like you said, they have this I know it all, I know it, nobody knows it better than I do. And so they don't want to, take in someone else's opinion. Another thing is that most people, especially in this part of the world, they have not owned the art of criticizing. They hide under this idea of I'm criticizing, but they are condemning, especially when they don't understand what you stand for.
Okay.
They are closed-minded, and so when you're trying to come up with this is who I am, this is my dream, this is what I want to do, they come at you hard because they don't understand you, and what you want for yourself, your dream, your plan. You're not mad. If you're not careful, like you said, you have to be very careful when you listen to people. Me, when you're advising me, I'll tell you thank you. What I want to do is in my mind, especially when I know my values, right? Okay. So I know I won't let your opinion about it, affect me. And that is what we need to, work on. When we are criticizing people, are we always on the lookout for the wrong things they are doing? Okay. Or do we commend them on the things they've got right? It makes it easier when you have always commended me, and then when you come up to point out my shortcoming, it makes it easier for me to accept it. So I think we must also learn the act of criticizing so that people can take it, better.
You agree, huh?
Yeah. Beautiful thing, beautiful drop there. People find it hard to accept their own faults.
Incorrected.
That's been corrected. People find it hard to accept that they actually did wrong too, or they did not do enough too. I was telling something before we started the show, talking about when a relationship breaks up, the two people contributed to the failure of the relationship. And you were saying somebody doing too much. And I said, can somebody actually do too much? I said, yes. And I cited an example of women that will sponsor a young chap because they feel or because they think they know that they are in love with him. You know, so they want to.
But don't forget in that regard, when we were growing up, the older women would sell to us this dream that you build, Barbara the builder.
Bob the builder. Yeah, it's beautiful. Where I'm going to is this. It's beautiful to build him. It's beautiful to build her. A lot of men have done it, and the women would come back and say, "Excuse me."
Levels have changed.
You know, but in the aspect of men, most of the time they just move away, get another woman. You know. Now, what I'm trying to bring out from this is, when you are giving those things, as an individual, most people don't do this. They don't check themselves. Am I giving more than enough now? Is this what I'm supposed to be giving now? Like I said the other time, what you are carrying, is it enough for January? Is it too little for January? You know, I have a man, I have a woman that I'm dating. I know my purse. I'm already promising her, or I'm already buying her a car. Have I checked her person, what she will become after getting the car from me?
Sometimes you have no control over such things. Really.
Everything about life is choice.
Yes. You know, what I mean is, okay, recently I got to understand that people have what we call money behavior, money character. You might be a very good person, but when it comes to business, your character might be quite different. So if I've not experienced running a business with you, I may not be able to vouch for that character. Meanwhile, on a personal note, you are the best. Do you understand now?
For that thing.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So sometimes people tend to exhibit different characters. That's
At
what
different levels.
That's what one of my mentors would call stimulus. You know, how do you respond to it? How do you react to it? All right. So sometimes when you know people and you know who they are, when you give a car, you never can tell what the reaction will be until you see it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So sometimes I think when it comes to giving, like you said, I think most importantly it should be take care of yourself first. First, then you give. Don't be too sacrificial such that you give and when the outcome does not suit what you hope for, it hurts you so bad.
Which is the thing that normally happens.
But again, love is supposed to be sacrificial.
Yeah, but not at the detriment of your person or at the detriment of what you're actually planning for or trying to grow. You don't give to kill what you want to have.
What if you don't know about that?
You would need to provide clarity. On
Exactly,
that, right?
exactly.
Please, can you repeat that line again?
You don't give to the extent of killing that thing that you want to grow.
Please shed more light.
Okay, now, I have this phone.
Right.
We're in a relationship, and the relationship is about 6 months, right? And for me, I later got mine, and we started planning. Now, realistically, we're planning to get married. The first thing we should think of is house. Ideally, not phone, not high phone. Now, because our priorities will change, our thinking, our reactions to me will start changing because you will think I already have those things. That is how human beings think. Even if it's you and your uncle that are planning to do a business, and your uncle starts setting you up, and he gives you something, and you start misbehaving, what happens to that uncle? He would start checking you. If I give her, just like with God, just like faith, as faith grows, you practice your faith. The first thing, you can handle headache. God will keep working on you spiritually. You're working on yourself. You can't jump from saying headache disappear and say you want to go and kill someone that has cancer. It is gradual. It's gradual. And that is why you need to be sensitive in every area of your life, either with work, career, or church, or relationship. So don't just throw anything in.
But I want to make it work. Able to assistance.
There's no timetable, but there's a reasoning. You reason, you think. That's why we have our guts.
I'm loving with my heart. I'm loving with my head.
Don't be stupid loving. Bring it again, I will give it to you. Don't be stupid
I
loving.
shouldn't be stupid in love, but this person.
You have to be realistic.
This person
loving
is,
your
this
woman.
person, before that time, my life, I was like a water hyacinth, you know. I was just floating anywhere the waters move me. And now I met this person, you know, she understands me, she sees my prospects, and then she's like my anchor, you know. She pulls me down, tells me, baby, no, you need to be grounded in this.
And you want to
take
cut
these
off your head
professional
for
courses, take this. And then, you know, I've been following her
At that point in
and
time,
she's setting me up
at that point in
things.
time that she's setting you up, ideally, think of where she's coming from as well. Think of what she's giving you. Are you actually receiving it the way she wants you to receive it?
Is there a way to receive what
Yes. That is why, listen, even the Bible says, when they give, if Yoruba says, if I give you something, the person might behave as if I don't need a thank you. But if you don't say thank you to me, day after tomorrow I might not give you.
So
You don't have to talk.
So there's a mood to receiving.
Everything it's just like that.
I think I agree with him. From my experience, we prepare for almost every aspect of our life. But when it comes to love and relationship, we tend to go as human. Our
It
relationship
doesn't just drop from heaven.
But I got clarity when this person came into my life.
You thought you got clarity because somehow
I started achieving more.
That's
I
why
got
when
certification.
circumstances change a little bit,
okay, you said achieving more.
I became a different people. People started telling me, "Oh, you're this. We never knew you were capable of this."
Okay.
You know, I'm on a better pedestal now.
Okay.
I'm in a better place mentally. I think I have found my purpose in life.
so what do you do to that person in return?
In return to that person, I have to be grateful. I have to do all I can to
Just
make that
gr-
person happy.
Ahead, I was going to say that, just gratitude.
Listen,
It's not just gratitude.
Wait. Besides that you're feeling good now,
Yes.
have you sat down? This thing that came, if it stops coming to me now, how would I replicate this goodness that I'm feeling?
That's why you.
That's the problem with us.
But the thing,
My uncle gives me- my
that
uncle-
is the reason why I want to keep this
listen,
person. I
listen.
want to do the things I need
It
to
doesn't
do to keep
mean
this-
that tomorrow
She
she'll
will
be able to do
continue.
that thing.
That makes you feel good today.
Our own source might even become dry, so she might not be able to. That's what happens in relationship when you see they got married. The man is a billionaire. He has a good job. After 7 months, he loses his job. Then the wife changes because the wife never sat down to think, if this thing stops, how is this thing coming? It's all about think every minute, every time needs processing, needs checking.
So also on our jobs too, we need to start asking ourselves, what happens if I lose this job?
Yes.
So every day we wake up, we ask ourselves, what happens if I die today? Will the people in my life, will they be able to continue?
What will happen to my son? What happened to my daughter?
You know, I was watching a video recently, and then the
It's
speaker
always a
was,
check.
the
Always
speaker
a
was
check.
talking and said, the mistake we make most time is that we try to deliver on our jobs. You know, we was talking to those working 9 to 5. You try to deliver more on your job than on yourself. You have to keep investing on yourself. You know, acquiring to deliver on your job. You become a very important person that even when you tender your resignation, the company will say, no, we're not
No.
letting you go. Okay? So you're
But you know you have to move
exactly
because you've built something better for yourself. You are seeing beyond that salary. You are
Exactly.
seeing beyond that office.
But people allow the salary to determine how productive they are, and it affects them on the long run because they become stagnant. No promotion. Nobody wants to give you opportunities because you're not delivering more than you're doing. So the other young chap that comes in yesterday and is delivering more, speaking up more in the meetings, being creative and all of that, bold, audacious, that guy gets more opportunities than you, and then you begin to say, oh, my village people. That's the problem. That's why we apportion blames. My village people are after me. Oh, that's Oga that I refuse to, sleep with that time is after me, harassing me, all of those things.
There are questions I would want to ask you. We'll take a break shortly, but I still need you to talk on this now before we go on that break.
Okay.
Probably, maybe the young chap is a challenge to me now because I was one of the founding members. We built this together, and then probably they want to go in a new direction and you feel I'm not evolving in the direction. That's why. It could be that. They just feel,
I'm not getting the question.
Now, okay, she said, okay, maybe at the workplace, they feel, they want to go with the younger chap now because he's delivering, he's being more productive. What if the way I'm contributing is not because I'm not delivering, but it's just because of my thought pattern. It's because of the values and the vision that we had for that place when we started.
There is no place that gets started that doesn't need to be renewed when it comes to ideas. You don't stick to one idea.
Adaptability is one of our characteristics.
This place that we are
humans.
in now, if you get employed here, they expect you to bring something that will make this place better than it is or it was. That's what makes people buy you. And the same thing happens in relationship. You don't, like I always say on my show, I love you cannot grow a relationship. I miss you, we never grow a relationship.
Well, they are also important.
Let's pause.
They're important, but they won't.
Let's pause on that. We'll go on that break. I know we'll explode that.
All right.
Strawberry and oranges. This was some of you peace and blessing. Another day, another blessing. Got my bitter cooler right here, bitter cooler. Strawberry and oranges. This what some of you brothers need. Reflect, release, and rest. All right. I mean, don't you see the bears? They're not worried about nothing. But God definitely gonna provide him some, right? So why you out here tripping? Because you don't got this or that. I mean, you got life. You got you was able to wake up today. That's a blessing. Some people wasn't able to wake up today, and they have millions or billions of dollars. People die every day. People get born every day. You're not gonna be here forever, so every day is a blessing. Don't wake up mad. You can never have a bad day. It's just a bad moment, all right? Don't let a bad moment rule your whole day, brothers. Yeah, I came here off the plantation, man, seeking peace of mind, Man, I think these are Christmas trees, right? They're still standing. Yeah.
Welcome back. Right, so Mr. D1, yeah. Is there a point in your life, right, where you had to, take the back seat, look at the way things are going in your life, and then decide to reset?
Yeah, not once, not twice, a lot of times. And that's what has brought me to this place, to this very juncture that I am in right now.
So what are the effects? What are the consequences, and then what are the gains?
Okay, let me pick one of them. At a particular point in time when I just got out of school, as a copper, they gave me a letter to go and serve in a school. It broke me. I didn't like it. But I didn't sit in a town that I don't know anybody. But I told myself that this is what I want. Because before they gave me the letter in camp, I was already saying I wanted to work in a TV or radio station. But they gave me a letter to go and teach. I didn't allow it to demoralize me. I sat down, what can I do? Do I know? And I took the letter, went to the school. And I made friends, just 1 week, made friends with them in that town. And I said, which station is in this place? And one of the teachers said, there's this station there. That was in Ondo State. There's this station at OS House. And okay. What's their production, their programs like? And I said, okay, beautiful. I said, can we play that tomorrow? I know what I had in mind. It took me there. I saw the receptionist. And I see the G, I just said GM. But then that was when I realized that there's head of programs, head of news, head of all these departments. So I got there and I said, she wait for me downstairs. So I went to see the G and I said, I'm a copper, I want to serve here. I said, where's your letter? I said, sir, I'm actually in a school, but I would love to serve here. And I said, we don't take coppers anymore. I said, why? I said, because last year, a copper slapped head of one department. So since then, they said no. Another stabbing. Yeah. I said, no, I will not give up. I said, but sir, I'm a different person. I'll bring a change. What did you do? I said, I studied fine arts. Fine arts, what can you do? I said, I will bring a change. I said, okay, go and bring your letter. I didn't just give up with what he said. I didn't give up with the letter they gave me at the camp. I sat down, strategized with a teacher to bring me there. He didn't even know why I came there. I went to bring a letter, gave it to him. When I got there, they pushed me to graphics department. It was a television station. They said, you start to read. Then, in those days, it was not like this. You have to write on cardboard to put on caption. Next program, you write it, you put like this, camera. I did it for like 2 weeks. And I said, I wanted to present. And I went to meet the head of programs, then BC Adonri, West South Sudan. You are fine, you did fine art now. I said, I want to present on radio now. Dayo. What program? I said, thank God it's Friday. Because then I used to listen to Kekeke, Ken Ogumbi and Co. So those grooves things used to be in my head. So he said, okay, let's see you. The first day we entered the studio, Zadok, I went with CDs. I went with my home microphone. I went with Edcan, everything. They used to call them EO that time. And he said, have you worked in a radio station before that I come with all this? I said, no, I want to come with my own thing. So that was how it started. I didn't give up. So it's all about inner determination. Don't allow human being, nature, anything, even yourself, to put you down. You must have, once you have a dream, you have a vision, follow it. It might not work out the way I was anchoring 6 programs as a copper. 6 on radio, 6 on television. That was how I started. That was 1998. That was when I started my broadcasting life. So if I'd given up because they told me to go and do teacher, oh, okay, let me go to school and start holding chalk, I won't be here today. A lot of things that started opening up. And when you're reading a book, what is on the 10th page, you don't know what is written there. No. Until you take your time to read the first page, you flip it. Read the next page, you flip it. Then you have an understanding by the time you get to the 10th page. Yeah. So it's all about endurance, patience, perseverance. And this...
So what would you say was that thing that made you sit down, reflect, and said, no, I'm better, I'm made for more, I'm better than this?
My inner motivation, my inner being. I was convinced within myself. I was not waiting for anybody to convince me.
All right.
I think that's the problem with some of us. We tend to look out for motivation from external, factors, people.
Not that it's
society.
not good.
It's good.
It's good.
But sometimes they themselves are going through challenges that they may not be at their best at the time you need them to be. So you have to always be able to look inward and encourage yourself. I always remember this Bible verse, where David's family, his men's wives were all taken.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we
they
say
conspired
David
to stone him.
Exactly, his men were ready to stone him, and the Bible says David encouraged himself
in the Lord.
There are times you have to develop the capacity to motivate yourself. I went through something in December. And something I had to literally be giving myself affirmation, I was like, well, I've gone beyond this stage now. But the thing is, life will keep throwing things at you. Yeah. So your persistency, endurance, you keep, overcoming, keep going at it, no matter the odds that are stacked against you. Motivate yourself. Let your goal be your motivation. Okay, this is what I want for myself. He said something. If you don't have that vision, it won't propel you.
So for those who don't have a vision, how do they work towards a vision?
They don't have a vision because they're not looking.
But some people just go with the vibes.
That's why they're failing.
So
Sometimes they might just blow like earthquake and down again. Why? Because they have not checked their inside, what they are made for. Every man and woman was created for something.
So what's the best pathway for them to discover that something?
Sit down, think.
Too much thinking.
Look at
Thinking will give you BP.
No. I disagree. Don't think of what you cannot. Don't stop thinking of where you can't get to. You are thinking.
So there should be a limit to the thinking.
It starts with where does your passion lie.
What if I don't have a passion?
You have a passion, my brother.
You have to develop. You have to discover it.
There's something that your body, your person naturally, wants to.
My passion is sleeping.
Then keep sleeping. It's beautiful.
But you said it's a passion.
That's your hobby, not passion. It can't be your passion. There is a difference between your hobby and passion.
I'm passionate about eating good food.
If you're passionate about eating good food, then you must be ready to know how to prepare good food. Organize for good food. You might not be even the person preparing or
What
cooking
if I
it.
just only like to eat good food?
Then you will start looking for places where they do good food. And in that way, you can start organizing such people. You would know people that need good food. They will call you. I know this person that can organize this. You start taking contract. You give it to IJ. Somebody needs template of this or that. You've tasted our food. You bring up something from that concept. That's how it is.
You can monetize it.
So I monetize my love for food.
Yes, there are people doing it now. Now, Okoyemi Farmer is one of them. He's been able to grow a brand
a lot of
around
farmers, they enjoy farming, but they realize that I can sell this thing. Let me keep some for my home, then sell this to get this.
Okay, now this is what I'm going down. We're talking about resetting, refocusing, right? Restarting. For people who have not even started in the first place, how do you even get them to start? And when they start, there are times people also start and then they lose that steam, they lose fuel, they lose traction. How do they get back on board? From your experience.
Someone that has not even started, just like you said, needs to start. How? You start,
no resources?
Okay, I want to believe he's gotten the opportunity to go to primary school.
Maybe.
Probably primary 1, primary 2, and he's out now. If the person has the opportunity watching us right now, I want you to know that, okay, you've done primary 1, primary 2, you're not sure of primary 3. Think of what you can do without your age that can help mommy and daddy to get money to further your education. It starts from there. Or if it's helping mommy to sell, if it's akara that mommy is selling, help mommy very early in the morning. Peel the beans. Go blend it. Mommy will grow so much love for you. At the end of the day, mommy, I want to further my education. Oh, my son, my daughter, because of this, don't worry. Mommy can even go and borrow money because of the love she has grown for you because you are helping her in her business. And that way, money will come. You go to school. And while you're in school, you are thinking of what you can do to better your life. I was going to say something the other time about resetting, restarting, and refocusing. I was going to bring relationship into it. A lot of people got broken up. And when they break up their relationship, they get dejected. Some women will say they don't want to marry again. They hate all men. They don't want, probably they have just one child. I'm sitting with my child. I am okay.
Men has
Do
come.
you know, men has come, yeah. Do you know why they come to that juncture? It's because they have failed to really forgive. Most of them as good Christians, speaking in tongues, church leaders. But that aspect of their life, that pocket, they've decided not to open it, to check it, to forgive that person really, forgive themselves, accept that yes, they failed, that person failed, I can move beyond this.
It's human to forgive, but should we forget that that has been done to us?
The word "should we forget" it sounds heavy. Over time, you will be able to forget. But if circumstances come up again around what caused that, you will remember, because we are human beings.
All right.
But because you've grown a large heart beyond that, you can easily push it aside. Oh, okay, yes, I remember it happened. It's going to be with a smile, and you'll move forward.
Okay, TJ, I want us to explore certain things now. From what do you quite agree? Yeah. Yes, because it's a relationship. The person has got through pain. You don't know the extent to which they've gone through. It's messed with their mental health. It's messed with them severely. It took a whole lot to bring them back from the edge. Are you asking them to restart?
No, they won't go to hell.
Well,
Like he said, I think, but it's not gender specific. It's applicable. That's the only addition I want.
we need to go for a short break now, and afterwards you continue.
Restart, reset as project, but always remember, never give up.
Oh, yeah, welcome back. All right, so yeah, you wanted to go.
Okay, I think it's quite right that when you failed at a relationship, it may not necessarily be romantic relationship, because some people do not have the understanding, emotional maturity to be able to invest in relationship. They don't know how to keep relationship. So for example, if I'm friends with you and I'm friends with Zadok, and Zadok checks on me all the time, but you are quite the introvert, you do not really necessarily reach out, but that doesn't mean you do not love me as much as Zadok does. The friendship with you, that friendship may die a natural death. You thinking that I don't like you, me thinking that you don't like me, whereas me and Zadok will keep going strong. But Zadok really doesn't like me the way you do.
That is taking us back to what I said about understanding yourself and growing yourself to understand the other person.
Yes.
If you are going into a relationship, I need to understand who you are. I need to understand who I am.
Can you handle who I am
Exactly.
when I tell you?
It's not about when you tell me. Most people don't tell who they are.
They show it
thoroughly. It by living.
Yes, because I'm scared. Because I've told one, for the lack of what, okay, I'm trying not to use such words.
Sorry.
I've told one human being like that things that have happened to me in my past, because I'm trying to, have a clean slate. I'm trying to build, and then I've had somebody come back to tell me, oh, this relationship is not going to work because you've gone through what you've gone through in the past. I thought I came clean to you because I want you to have any doubts. I don't want you to have any I don't want you to have any assumptions, because I personally hate assumptions. I believe there shouldn't be any assumptions. It should be clarity. We should have clarity, right? And I opened up to this one. I said, oh, yeah, things have changed. This is what's obtainable in my life now. And then this person comes to me weeks later and just said, this relationship is not going to work because of what you said to me. Now, you think I'm going to want to meet somebody else I really care about the next time, and I want to tell them...
Reset. What did you do wrong that puts this other person
I opened my mouth. I told them the things
that means that your next relationship, you have to study the person
before you talk.
Exactly.
You watch the way you talk. That was what I was saying the other time. As a woman or as a man, you just lost a relationship, or you just lost a marriage, and it took you like 1, 2, 3, 4, even 10, 15 years to kickstart another one. Now, after that 15 years, if you have not checked yourself that, yes, I made a mistake too. This was what I did too much. This was what I did less. This was what I did not say. To work on that, by the time you go into another one, it will repeat itself.
Okay.
But not a bad person, am I?
It's not about
your
you being a bad
refusal
person.
to take note of what went wrong and
What
to
went
correct
wrong,
it.
to correct it.
You'd repeat the same mistake again.
Because you are putting on the blame on the other person. That the person was the person that made the relationship fail. So you are not allowing yourself to look holistically
But I'm trying to make this work. I'm putting my all into it. This job I've gotten now, I'm applying myself. Every task I'm being given, I take. Even when my team members are failing, I try to support them. You understand? I want to make this work. Am I doing too much?
There's a way to do everything. There's some people in some offices, they are doing this. They think they're giving the best. But they're the ones that collect query most.
Yes, I agree. Remember you said something earlier, which is very important. You know, I always say it. If you find yourself in any organization, I think God bless my late father, he made me understand that, you know, when you find yourself in any organization, ask yourself, what are their ethics? What are their policies? So your actions must be in line with those policies and those ethics. Okay, for example, you don't like waking up early. What are you doing working at an organization where you have to be there by 6:30? You're going to be going late and you're going to have query no matter how hardworking you are, no matter how productive you are. All right. For example, if
you're not even talking about, you're talking about the establishment, you're not talking about a change in the leader.
Exactly.
Well, we'll have to continue this topic next time. But I just, yeah, because it is extending I think. But yes, please just give one-liners each. How can we reset? How can we refocus? And how can we be better versions of ourselves?
Like I said, understand where you're coming from. Study and understudy yourself. What made you drop or fall or fail? If you can do that, it will be easy for you to reset and restart. And once you are able to reset and you're ready to kickstart again, tell yourself that where I'm going now, I want to be better than where I'm coming from.
Thank you. TJ?
For me, I would always say don't give up. It doesn't matter how many times you faced, just keep going at it. If you need to re-strategize, if you need to change your plans, go ahead and do so, as long as you're persistent about it. And if you're a Christian, if you pray about it, you already have double assurance. And if you're not, you can always look into your inner self, you know, to motivate yourself. Keep your heart. Usually, if you put your mind to it, you'll get it.
Thank you very much. It's been a very wonderful session this evening. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please follow us on all platforms, Dominion Broadcast. Share, like, and comment, please. Let us know how you feel. Let us know what you want to hear. Till we come across.